Hey, what's up? How's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing really well. Today I have some important messages that the elders of ancestral wisdom share with us. There's been a lot of questions as to who these elders are, where they come from, and why is it important for us. Um, there are beings on this planet that live so connected to nature that they live up in the mountains and they have special access to what they call the four elemental points, or the four elements in some cultures. And they're able to connect through those mountains and have a communication with them and receive information from nature. And this is something that they've been doing for thousands of years, for many, many generations. One of those elders has received vision to come down from those mountains and actually share with us what those messages are, in benefit of us and all of our society of humans. So it is with great pleasure that we want to share those wisdom with all of us so that we can better improve our lives. So the first message that they share with us is that this situation of the illness has been controlled. Just that they say that there are many very powerful people that are above the government, that are sending signals or frequencies through cell phones, through computers, a very strong energy to make people very ill. And they say that they send this radiation after many hours of being in front of a computer or in front of a cell phone, and thus people start getting sick and start dying. Especially when humans carry a lot of fear or anger. They say that some of the symptoms is we start feeling a lot of headache, stomach ache, vomit, and then after several days, well, people eventually start dying. And this is a lot of radiation that we're receiving. So what they recommend is, they understand that a lot of people have to work in front of computers, use their cell phone, are electromagnetically charged every day. So they recommend not spending more than 4 hours straight in front of your computer or obtaining all this radiation. And after 4 hours, they say take a break, go do some breath work, go earthing, barefoot to the earth, connect with the soil, do some sort of meditation to discharge all that electromagnetic radiation and to connect again with nature. The second message that they share with us is that a lot of elderly people throughout the world were receiving a lot of benefits from governments, and the governments didn't want to continue paying a lot of the elderly pensions. And so in many parts of the world, they say that this illness is in great part to help exterminate a lot of these elderly people. The third message they share is that these mouthpieces to cover our mouths don't work, given that this illness that they say comes through the air and can enter any part of us. Again, it's been controlled, but they did perceive that there were viruses and different pathogens that they were being sent throughout the world. So they say this carrying these mouthpieces isn't going to help us. They say it's very important to not get angry and not have fear, because that will help a lot. The next message that they share is that the system, as we know it, is going to finish. And what we mean by that is that everything having to do with money, banks, properties, all that is going to end. The only thing that's really going to maintain its worth is gold. And the last message that they say is, do not become attached. So this is a very important message. They're saying that we are electromagnetic beings. We have a central nervous system that is our wiring that connects our entire body. However, there are these pathogens or these energetic parasites that are consuming us through our mind, and they live off of our energy. They're feasting off of that, especially fear, anger, sadness, and worries. And so they say we are sentient beings, we are humans, and it's natural for us to feel those emotions. But what they say, and they strictly recommend we don't do, is that we become attached to those emotions. So they say it's natural for you to feel anger, to feel sadness, but as soon as you feel it, let it go. Do not let it linger and feast off of your energy for a prolonged period of time. So it's very important for us to not become attached to those emotions, but rather just feel it and immediately let it pass. And finally, we recognize that there's been a lot of questions as to who these elders are and where they come from. And in respect for their identity and for their confidentiality, we cannot reveal that information, especially through these medias. But what we can say is that we have written a book that's very valuable and important, and we'd love to share a lot of the wisdom and the knowledge that they've shared with us throughout these years. So if you'd like your print version of the book, it's now available in Spanish. We have few copies left. And we also have ebooks available on many different platforms. Again, if you prefer to read it on a tablet or on a Kindle device, just please don't read it for over 4 hours straight. Go take a break afterwards. But it is available to share with everyone. So if you're interested, please send me a message or we'll put the details below. Thanks so much. Have a beautiful day.